This here is the GK61S Lite, which is a 60% keyboard featuring a gasket mounting system. Today we're going to take a look at what kind of quality and modularity you can expect for the price. At the time of making this video, this board is in the Kickstarter phase, so I don't have any official pricing as of yet. The board comes in a variety of materials and colors. The one I have here today is the full aluminum case. The board comes complete with switches and keycaps and will probably retail somewhere around $120 or more, since the Kickstarter price sits at $109 for the early bird special. Let's see what you get for around that price point. In the packaging, you get a braided USB cable, extra switches, keycaps, and a switch/keycap puller. Nothing too crazy, but perfectly adequate for around this price. The board features a traditional 60% layout with no arrow keys, a unique gasket mounting style, 5-pin hot swap north-facing PCB, Mac, Android OS, iOS, and Windows compatibility, Bluetooth 5.1 connectivity, a 4000 mAh battery, RGB LEDs, and software to customize and program your board. The GK61S has been out for a while now, but now we have a revised platform for a better typing experience and better sound. Let's see how that translates. The board I have here today features chocolate yellow switches, which are completely new to me, but I like them for the feel right out of the box, honestly. However, they actuate way too early. Let's hear what this sounds like right out of the box. Honestly, the board sounds pretty good stock. Yeah, the stabilizers are a bit rattly and have some ticking, but not overly obnoxious. As for the rest of the board, it sounds well dampened without muting the sound too much. Now, how is this sound achieved? First off, there are a choice of plates between FR4, polycarbonate, and aluminum. The plate we have here today is polycarbonate. For the switches, some of the modifier keys have a different switch from the other keys. Not sure if that will be on the production models, but I assume the purpose is to have a physical distinction from the other keys. The PCB uses north-facing LEDs, as I mentioned before, but I'm not concerned about clearance issues with the case since it's a standard 60% and the included keycaps use a cherry profile anyways. Underneath the plate is a silicone pad. The plate is screwed into the studs of the case. However, the silicone pad, along with the PCB and plate, can move independently from the stud-mounted screw. The stud-mounted screw has a rubber gasket around it, kind of like an O-ring, and this provides the isolation from the case. Underneath the PCB is a light layer of foam to further reduce or mute the sounds from within the case. This works pretty well in my opinion in terms of sound. I don't notice much of a difference with the typing experience with this gasket design from the older tray mount design. The benefits here taking place are with the even typing experience and even sound. In terms of aesthetics for the case, I like the rounded corners quite a bit. The side profile is good looking with the sloping edges towards the center of the board, although I do wish the profile was a bit higher to cover up the switches entirely. All in all, I like the board quite a bit, just for its acoustics out of the box with very little need for modification, at least for non-enthusiasts. I like the choice of plate options. Keycaps are decent quality for die-sub PBT. The only thing that's missing is support for screw and stabilizers as usual. I feel like a broken record saying this every single time. And a slightly taller profile to hide the switches. Otherwise, this is a good looking board with decent software that sounds great with good connectivity options that provides a complete board for a competitive price and won't require significant modification, but with the ability to do so if wanted. The board is just a few steps shy of greatness. Let me know what you all think about the revisions of this board and if they're worth it. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.